The government gang stalking control freaks in red and black. The psychologically healthy person can contain their own anxiety. They can live with ambiguity. They allow other people to be separate, different persons they are. This is not true of the American Stasi, our control freaks in red and black. The control freaks, the American Stasi in red and black, want to dictate how everything around them is done. Why would a person seek to control everyone in their world? These narcissists in red and black think they are special, God's chosen people, exceptional. They can torture, violate the Bill of Rights, have continuous war, use manipulation, propaganda to force their thinking on others. And because they are not introspective, narcissists never are, they see nothing wrong with what they do. They only see wrong in other people who they cannot control. Life is messy, but the control freaks in red and black can't tolerate that, the unpredictability of life. Boo! They are afraid of everything, especially the different. When you are not introspective, this is the lack of understanding with which you approach the world. The control freaks in red and black look like adults, but they are really. Control freaks are perfectionists, defending themselves against their own inner vulnerabilities, in the belief that if they are not in total control, they risk exposing themselves once more to childhood angst. That's what Wikipedia says on control freaks. Boo! 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 Everything scares the control freaks in red and black. The emptiness inside control freaks, there is no there there. Such persons manipulate and pressure others to change so as to avoid having to change themselves and use power over others to escape an inner emptiness. So says Wikipedia on control freaks. Persons who in their own home of origin were allowed to unfold their own nature have an inner self-confidence grounded in their own nature. The control freaks in red and black who had personalities imposed on them from control freak parents have to look outside themselves to authorities, their substitute parents, to tell them what to do. Since what is outside them is always incongruent, coming from multiple different sources, they feel confused and feel afraid all the time. The control freaks in red and black need power over others to feel in control. Powerful. This is from Wikipedia. When a control freak's pattern is broken, the controller is left with a terrible feeling of powerlessness. But feeling their pain and fear brings them back to themselves. People who unfolded their personalities in childhood, rather than having to emulate the personalities of control freak authoritarian parents, get their power from participating in the creative intelligence natural to people who allow themselves to think any thought, to feel any feeling, who don't censor their inner life, to conform to what those outside themselves say is right and true. They approach life with a natural creativity. The control freaks in red and black can't do this. This is from Wikipedia. Control freaks appear to have some similarities to codependents in the sense that the latter's fear of abandonment leads to attempts to control those they are dependent on. The control freaks in red and black need the group, the mob, their fellow gang stalkers, to tell them they are okay. This is from Wikipedia. Control freaks appear to have some similarities. Actually, I said that. So let's get on to my thoughts. The control freaks inside, this is what's going on then. Don't leave me alone! Don't leave me alone! Don't abandon me! Say the control freaks with no inner core, no real self, who take their identity from the mob, the group. That's what really goes on inside these people who announce to the world they are exceptional, to trick themselves into covering up the inferiority feelings of a self that takes their identity from the group. How the control freaks in red and black survive with their enfeebled sense of self. This is from Wikipedia. In the corporate world, control freaks tend to publicly admonish their inferiors, especially during meetings. More positively, the term can also refer to someone with a limited number of things they want done in a specific way. Professor of clinical psychology, Les Parrott, wrote, "The control freaks are people who care more than you do about something and won't stop at being pushy to get their way." There may be a fine line between being a detail-oriented manager who likes to have things done right and being a destructive control freak. Control freaks are usually a cause of micromanagement. I'm still quoting Wikipedia here. In some cases, the control freak sees their constant intervention as beneficial or even necessary. This can be caused by feelings of separation or departure from a loved one, or by the belief that others are incapable of handling matters properly, or the fear that things will go wrong if they don't attend to every detail. In other cases, they may simply enjoy the feeling of power it gives them so much that they automatically try to gain control of everything and everyone around them. That's the end of the Wikipedia quote. So how do we handle the control freaks in red and black? I have a link to a Psychology Today article about this, but the key is setting limits. We expose what they do, and just like in treating a small child inside the control freaks in red and black, our little children, we collectively say, no, you can't do that. What the control freaks are doing? Well, you have to go to my website to see that, stopgangstalkingpolice.com. If we work together, we can make America grow up.